And Taghreed has family in the enclave, and we understand has lost some of her relatives, but she joins me now from Amsterdam. So Taghreed, we know that there's now going to be a pause. It's going to start from tomorrow. But as we were saying, this has been a very personal cost for you in this war. If you wouldn't mind, could you talk us through some of that?
It's not only me. It's 2.3 million in the Gaza Strip. This war, this time, it's devastating for everyone. You are talking about genocide intended by the Israeli occupation force. They were so clear from day one that this will be the goal of this attack on Gaza. The civilians, the numbers, as you all know, it's extremely hard to comprehend, which means you lose loved ones like your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, but at the same time, I, as a journalist, I used to cover, these stories because I covered the attacks on Gaza, Second Intifada, and you name it. But this time, your family is in the story, and that's what makes it so hard, to go on with it. But after all, I'm a Palestinian, and it's part of my identity. So what happened is families are displaced in different places in outside Gaza City, but at the same time there are those who are still in Gaza City, even as old as you are talking about in their 80s. They refused to leave their house, and where to? That's what they said. They wanted to end their life kind of dignified. Because after all, bombing is all over the Gaza Strip. It's not only in Gaza City. What Israel did this time, I think they deceived the whole world by talking about Shifa Hospital. What they did is they came from the north, which is so easy for them, and also from west of the Gaza City. So easy. They avoided the East Coast. And which makes it, and that's why they cleared many buildings. They bombed all these apartment buildings. Gaza City, where they bombed, where they wiped away, which is my neighborhood, it's Rimal area, it's the middle class. They knew very well that there is no resistance there. They're not, because it's open. It's the heart of the city. It's open to the Mediterranean. So there is no way the resistance, like the Hamas or all these resistance groups can be there. What happened is that's what Israel did. So that's why they gave an address, Shifa Hospital, to destroy and to have their military base there. That's my intake. That's my reading to someone who covered the place. And it's easier for them to be there. And from there, they moved to the north, they moved to the east. And now, after telling the whole world, go to the south, now they are going to the south, and everybody is afraid, including my family members. And now you are talking about a ceasefire. And do you want me to talk about it now? I mean, people are extremely, I ask them, what does it feel for you? They are so glad this is happening. And when I ask why, this will be the first time for them to sleep, to be able to sleep maybe without the bombardment, to be able to buy medications. Some of my family members, they ran out of their medications. And, many people are they have blood pressure, diabetes, whatever, I hear many of them, and they run out of medicines. So maybe that's why they are looking forward for this truce, though it's extremely 4 days, it's nothing, but for them, they can be able to walk a bit at least. They can buy their medication. They can also visit their loved ones. My family that were displaced in the south, in the middle areas, they won't be able to go to their home because I think it will be scary. But let's see tomorrow how they will feel about it, because they want to see what happened to their houses. I think this is what they want. And they want to make sure their loved ones, they want to visit their, for example, some of my nephews, nieces, they haven't seen their father since the beginning of this war. So it's emotions are very high. They are so desperate for this. and let's hope it will bring them a bit of peace, even if it means only for 4 days.
Indeed, and that word hope is so important at this point. And I do hope that your family members can get, some respite, some medical aid, and we wish you and them the best. Thank you so much, Taghreed.
Thank you.